You spoke about Timber there in glowing terms. How encouraging is that? Because if everyone's fit for Arsenal when you're picking a first choice 11, he's probably one that doesn't make the cut because Ben White will be in there, Calafiori on the left. Maybe Marino would be in there compared to the starting 11 last night. But how encouraging is it that Timber, who's maybe wouldn't make that first choice 11, was one of the standout performers? It shows there's depth there for Arsenal.
Yeah, real depth. I mean, to be honest, I think it's a toss of the coin in terms of who's Arsenal's first choice right back now. You know, Ben White was so used to being one of the first names on the team sheet, but since Timber's arrived, you know, obviously last season was just awful what happened to him on the opening day of the season. But, you know, had he stayed fit from when he arrived, I wouldn't have ruled out that Timber would be Arsenal's first choice right back right now. You know, he's been so good every time we've seen him play. He was before the injury in pre-season. He was Arsenal's standout player when they signed him in pre-season. Then he got the injury first day, missed out on the whole season. He's come back and been great. So, you know, I think Ben White's going to really struggle to sort of guarantee himself a starting place. But I think for Mikel also, sometimes you've got to kind of move away from who's a regular starter. I think when you've got two players of that quality in the same position, it's great, especially the demands that fullbacks have on them now. It's nice to be able to rotate. You know, 1 week you could play Timber, 1 week you can play Ben White. Now, the main reason I think Ben White's injured now is because he's been basically flogged to death in the wake of Tomiyasu being injured consistently and Timber being out for all of last season. He had to play so much last season. He played through the pain, and I think he's feeling the effects of that now. And this operation has had to be had. So, yeah, I mean, he was really, really good yesterday. He was great again against Forest. Just playing him on that natural right hand side is a real boost. So, yeah, I think Ben White might have his work cut out for him a little bit when he comes back.